to reach people. My daughter-in-law is the principal of the Martin Luther King School in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And she has been recruiting teachers to come and work in that school. And the school has completely turned around in the last 5 years. But what she told me, and what I want to ask about, is she said that a teacher in a complicated environment needs 5 different ways to reach a child. Has to have 5 different kinds of techniques to reach every kid in the class. And I just wonder, are we educating our teachers? Are we preparing our teachers to be able to do this? To have 5 different ways they can reach these kids? Or 4, or 3? I mean, it's...
You're sitting next to Blake right now. I'm probably not sure on the spot, Blake, but Blake is at U of L in the education department. Sorry, I'm going to jump the spot, Blake.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I think it's appropriate to do it here because we do have what we think is an outstanding model for teacher preparation in place, and the Hargens Elementary School is our flagship on the clinical model. And we talked about that before. I think that part of the strategy is if you get them started a lot earlier. Like children. You don't wait until they're seniors in college and have them start doing student teaching. They're actually putting their hands on the kids and working through it. So I think you're going to see more and more emphasis on students taking classes at school, which they do at Atkinson. We have a U of L classroom at Atkinson and also have 2 at Westport because of the size of the school. And the classes in methods are taken at the school. If you're an elementary education major at the University of Louisville, you don't take your methods class, first class, at U of L. You take it at Hargens, which is in the west end of Louisville. It's a very challenged area. The school is like an oasis in the desert. And their faculty and staff work very closely with our faculty and staff in preparation of those teachers all the way through. Dr. Hargens and Dr. Hensley have helped us advance that. And, we are moving that from Atkinson to our professional development school. We have 6 other professional development schools in Jefferson County. And so I think you're going to see more adaptation of a clinical model similar to the medical model. You've got people doing rounds, you've got people giving feedback, where teachers are learning how to give and receive peer reviews. They start working one-on-one, go in small groups of 3, and they start doing a 5-minute mini lesson. And you have to adapt different ways of learning because no 2 students are the same in their learning styles. We talked about alternative schools. I'm going to drop one thing in on the alternative schools. We tend to think alternative schools as behavior issues. And it's just as frequently you've got attendance issues where they're missing a lot of days of school a year, or you're looking at academic issues. They may not have a diagnosed learning disability, but they learn differently than other children. And so I think, the comment that was made by the gentleman on the end is critically important. Is all too often we have alternative schools where the most challenged kids have the most challenged environments with the most challenged teachers. People are placed in those schools are placed in there because they have not been able to perform it to a satisfactory level. We mentioned the small rural school districts. I can tell you that that's not unusual in a small rural school district, that if someone doesn't work out at another school, they're transferred to the alternative school. And it's a negative from the get-go. The facility, the books, the computers, the furniture, if you go in, it's not the kind of message that students get that they really need the kind of support they have. So I hope I answered Pam's question. Thank you for the opportunity to share my opinions on alternative schools.
Well, Blake, I'll say this, that U of L is the model in Kentucky right now of how to prepare teachers. And you just picture it. You're at school, I can say elementary school, taking your college class, and you learn this lesson, and you walk across the hall and you do it. Exactly. I mean, that's what we need to be doing, and that's why I called on you. But and I'll end with this, because there was something in here, we want to reach kids. Kids don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's the bottom line, guys. And you want to connect with kids, they have to know you really care about them, because they can read you like a book. So, well, can you help me in thanking our panel? I have a few housekeeping things to do. We're going to adjourn. First of all, our reception tonight is a little different than it normally has been in the past, because we would normally just have a cocktail hour in here, but General Butler has now gotten his liquor license, and so we couldn't bring anything in. So we said, okay, you do it, that'll be fine. And then we found out they can't do it on Sundays. So we were back to bringing it with us, and we have a hospitality cottage now. And what is that, the number of that cottage? Somebody knows it well. Okay. Cottage number 535. We will run the shuttle for the staff members. We'll run shuttles back and forth to the cottage and over. We will stop by there. It'll be from 5:45 to 6:45. Okay, and the shuttle will be in the front of the lodge, so I'm going to check in first before you head over there, and then come back here at 7 for dinner. And after this, we're going to do a special thing for Bev tonight at dinner. Bev is going to come back tonight. And then after dinner, if you'd like to go back over to 535 to the cottage, we'll show you back and forth from there again.
Do you ever come to Katie's?
Any other announcements?
I've been through Katie's.
Ma'am, is there anything else?
If you stop
Oh,
at
yeah.
Katie's, we'll
Coming back in the spring, which we hope you will.
if you've never
Buffet
been to our school
breakfast
district,
registration will begin at
have
7:30.
to come to our district
And our meeting will start back at 8:30. Tomorrow's an exciting day with a national debate on tenure. Gene, Roy, moderating that for us.
IQ.
Our report on national compensation. If you're not coming back, tomorrow is a blue sheet.
They
You
just,
can fill that out.
I don't,
For
it's
today,
hard to really
so
put
you wanted me to remind you that
finger on
there
exactly.
was an envelope in there if you want to make a contribution, but only
It's just hard to measure in this day and time.
With that, Marty, anything else?
Compares, folks, like that.
Okay, with that, we're adjourned, so we'll see you back here at 7.
I'll see you around. We're going to yes. Tracy County, Dry Creek, See you guys. Good to see you. You'll be here tomorrow?
No, I told you I'd go to Jefferson and go home tonight.
Don't go somewhere and break your neck, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's one of my great stories. I'll see you tomorrow. I am.
Decent friends. I went down when I was maybe in college.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He was a unique fellow. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
He's kind of a free spirit.
He was. Yeah, he was. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Really don't.
Hey, lady.
Hey, David. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. Good to see you.
Well, thanks.